These are the 3 reasons why the 49ers lost the Super Bowl: penalties, missed opportunities, and situational awareness. These elements will forever be important when attempting to play winning football, no matter the team or level of play. And when you're on the hunt for a championship, you must capitalize and play the game that is complementary to all phases needed for success. From the start of the game, it was easy to see the 49ers were amped up. And for good reason, it's a Super Bowl. But this is also the time to lock in. 60 minutes of focus could cement you into history forever, while failing will leave you on the outside looking in and places a black mark on a wonderful season. Let's start with the penalties. It was clear San Fran's plan was to play chess. The physicality of the sport of football is so dominant, we rave over big hits and physical domination. But the small pieces throughout the game is usually what leads a team to victory. The 49ers in the first half of the game moved the ball with ease. Almost every play featured a reload from the tight end, a motion from the receiver, or a motion from a player in the backfield. This constantly challenged the Chiefs to remain disciplined within their assignment and also forced the Chiefs to show their hand in coverage. The execution of this was very sharp early, as the Chiefs defense had trouble slowing down the 49ers in the first half. The biggest enemy to the Niners early was actually the Niners. A fumble on the first drive after moving the ball with ease, followed by 2 penalties on the second drive after an explosive play. Penalties will forever kill drives. They change the landscape of the next series of calls. During the moment, it's almost impossible to know which play or which series will define a game, but you can sort of feel it. The energy never lies, and the moment has no home. It's a rolling stone. In the first quarter, the 49ers outgained the Chiefs 125 yards to 16 yards, but only managed to score a field goal on a drive that ended early in the second quarter. In a game that featured overtime, the 49ers had 11 drives with opportunities to score. 5 out of those 11 drives had penalties called, and the 2 touchdown drives had no penalties. Getting off script. I'm not sure what was said or done at halftime, but if it was up to me, I would have started the second half with the same plan that started the game, especially with the success the Niners had in the first quarter. And on top of that, the location where the drive started in the second half. After receiving a gift from the defense, the 49ers took the ball on the Kansas City 44-yard line. A spot on the field which is usually deemed the shot area, especially after a turnover, and also being 5 to 10 yards away from a highly convertible field goal, Kyle Shanahan had a lot of great choices to choose from. He went with an aggressive play, running a 2-man route looking to pick up a big chunk of yards or maybe a quick score. Instead, there was a bust in the protection, which forced Purdy out of the pocket, barely escaping a sack. He got the ball away, which saved the field position, but one play later, you guessed it, another penalty. Just that fast. What looked like a great opportunity to pull away disappeared as they punted the ball 2 plays later. This play wasn't the first or last missed opportunity of the game. Moving ahead to later in the third quarter, the Chiefs' offense stalls, and they punt after a 3-and-out series, which is a big win for the 49ers in what has been a defensive battle up to this point. But before Purdy could get another opportunity, the return team loses the ball after it bounces off the foot of a corner and out of the hands of the returner. An instant momentum shift that keeps the offense cold on the sidelines and brings back the defense, who's ready to catch their breath after handling business. This also gave Patrick Mahomes a layup on a day where he was struggling to get the magic flowing. One play after the fumble, the score was 13-10 in favor of the Chiefs. Let's continue to move forward. In overtime, the Chiefs faced 4th and 1 from their own 34-yard line. Facing a bunch formation with the back strong, there needs to be communication between Nick Bosa and Fred Warner if a crash technique was built into the defense. Versus a bunch, normally this will automatically cancel a crash and require Bosa to play with outside leverage, meaning he has to force the ball back inside to his help. Instead of chasing down so hard, if he got vertical off the hip of Kelsey, there's a good chance the San Francisco 49ers will be still celebrating a Super Bowl victory today. But instead, he took the cheese and created a lane for Mahomes to run for 8 yards, extending the drive, which turned out to be a game winner. Which moves me to the third and final point of why the 49ers lost the Super Bowl. It's hard for me to believe that anyone would volunteer Patrick Mahomes the last opportunity in a game, but that is exactly what Kyle Shanahan did by choosing to receive the opening kick in overtime. Even Mahomes couldn't believe it. When the Niners failed to score a touchdown on the opening drive, I'm sure you felt how I felt. Here we go again. The Chiefs are no strangers to finding ways to win, especially in big games. And add on the fact that Patrick Mahomes is ice cold when the pressure turns on, betting against 15 is the wrong choice. Even with all the miscues, bad decisions, and poor management, the 49ers were still close to winning. But if only they handled business from the jump, the outcome of the game might have been different. Thank you for listening.